Welcome to the Advanced Stick Spinning Guide. In this video, I'll cover everything you need to know, from the basic figure eight to advanced technical combinations. There's enough here to keep you busy for many months at the very least, and likely much longer than that. This is years in the making, and there's a lot to cover. Before getting to the actual guide, I should mention a few things. First, if you haven't seen the original stick spinning video I made, I'd highly recommend watching it before this one. It covers everything from choosing a stick to mindset and the benefits you get from this stuff. Also, I mentioned this in that other video, but I should say it again here. What I'm calling stick spinning is likely related to various forms of martial arts. I'm sure many of the moves are similar, if not exactly the same, but aside from the basic standard grip figure eight pattern, I just made all of this stuff up. I am not trained in any stick martial arts, and this should not be seen as a replacement to any of them. I consider this to be more in line with sword flourishing than something meant for actual combat. I want to make it very clear this is not an attempt to either replace nor enhance or improve any tradition, not trying to step on anyone's toes, and I'm not claiming anything innovative here either. This stuff has probably been around for millennia. It's a stick. I'm just a random guy who started doing this for fun and saw a lot of benefits from it. I am also adamantly opposed to the idea that because this training style doesn't belong to a specific tradition, it isn't useful. Just because I made this stuff up doesn't mean the moves aren't worth doing. It doesn't mean they aren't actual moves. Everything was created by somebody at some point. Finally, I compiled everything together and uploaded it here on YouTube for convenience, but if you want something more organized and easy to follow, I also made this into a video series on my website, just like I did with the Sandbag Basics program. It's completely free, start to finish. I made this for you guys, no strings attached at all. Consider it an early holiday gift or something. The website version lets you track your progress by marking when you've completed a lesson, and makes it really easy to find each lesson as well, which is nice. I'll have a link to that in the description and in the pinned comment. In that original stick spinning video, I said if there was enough interest, I'd make this advanced guide, and I was honestly so surprised by how many of you reached out. It's cool knowing I'm not the only one who thinks this stuff is awesome. Thanks for giving me a reason to share this information. I enjoyed my time spent working on these videos, and I think they turned out really great. Alright, let's get to it. So at the heart of all stick spinning is the basic figure eight pattern, and with that pattern, there are two distinct grips you can use. There's the standard grip and the reverse grip. Let's start with the standard grip. Quickly show you what it looks like. All we're doing is moving the stick back and forth, following that figure eight. Switch hands as we go, same thing. There's not much to it, it's very basic. You should be able to get this down pretty quickly, but this lays the foundation of all things, and if we don't start here, then nothing else is going to make sense as we move forward. So before doing anything else, you must master this basic standard grip figure eight. So to do it, take your hand facing towards the center of your body, grab the stick so it's pointing up towards the ceiling, and to initiate the movement, all you're going to do is allow the stick to fall forward and roll around the outside of your hand, just like this. That's all there is to it. The stick is falling on its own. I'm not forcing it. I'm not trying to muscle my way through it or anything like that. I'm not trying to strike. No, the stick just falling, I'm catching it. Just simple roll. Now, as you can see, as the stick starts to move forward, I'm basically just holding on to it with my thumb and index finger. There's no reason to try to keep a solid grip on the thing the whole time. That'll just make things too challenging. All you're doing, letting it roll. I could just keep the stick between these two fingers and forget everything else the whole time if I wanted to, just like that. It's kind of awkward, but I could, just to show you don't really need to grip this thing very tightly. So, stick rolls around the outside of the hand. Show from the side. All I'm doing is letting the stick fall as it wants, just like that. Now to finish the pattern, we're just going to complete the rest of it. So we have the first step, and now go back across the other side of the body, basic figure eight. Now as you can see, with this first step, I'm allowing the stick to roll around the outside of my hand. You can think of this first step as the palm facing up. So it rolls, the palm is facing up towards the ceiling. Now the second step, we're going to rotate our wrist in such a way, it's almost going to look like this, like you're doing a circle. And your palm's going to be facing down towards the floor. So step one, palm facing up, stick rolls. Step two, palm facing down towards the floor. We're going to rotate our wrist, just like that. Back and forth. And it's okay if it doesn't look like an actual figure eight at first. Once you get a feel for it, you can make it look more fluid. So step one, stick rolls around the outside of the hand. Step two, rotate the wrist, other side of the body, come back down, Step 1, palm facing up. Step 2, palm facing down, back and forth. Now, when you want to switch hands, all you have to do is repeat the first step twice. So we're here, step 1, roll. Now we're gonna take it, so both of our palms are facing towards each other, just like this. We're gonna switch hands and do the same thing. Roll around the outside. So step 1, switch, step 1. And when you wanna practice this, it's gonna go to a 3 count. So 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, switch. Again, palms facing towards each other. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and eventually you can get it going pretty quick. Just practice this until you feel very confident with this basic figure 8 with the standard grip going back and forth. Once you have this down, everything else is going to become so much easier. So, to quickly show you from the side, we have the stick, it's going to roll, 1, 2, 3, palms together, 1, 2, 3, switch. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just like that. And that's the standard grip, figure 8. Now that we've mastered that figure 8 pattern with the basic standard grip, it's time to move on to the reverse grip. Now it's essentially the same thing, but rather than holding the stick so it's pointing up towards the ceiling, you're gonna flip it upside down in reverse so it's pointing down towards the floor. To give a quick demonstration, it's the same thing, following that figure 8 pattern, back and forth, except this time, the stick is in reverse. Now this might feel a bit awkward at first, but once you really master this, you can actually get it going pretty fast. And for me at least, I feel like this is faster than the standard grip once you really master it. So to do it, you can take the stick pointing down, and all you're gonna do is bring the stick across your body at an angle like this. I like to imagine this first swing is something like a strike. So we're here, stick pointing down, we're gonna bring it, we're gonna go across our body like this, and all we're gonna do is follow the figure 8. Back around. If you want, you can start out by keeping a solid grip on the stick and just getting a feel for what it feels like to move in this figure 8. And as you go, you'll notice that you can start to use some of the stuff you learned in that first step with the standard grip. So as you come down, you're moving your wrist to allow the stick to move. And as you come back, again, when your hand's facing up towards the ceiling, you can just have the stick between your thumb and index finger and kind of let it fall. There's no forcing it or anything like that. All you're doing, palm facing down towards the ground, let it fall, and then palm facing up towards the ceiling, let it fall, back and forth, just like that. From the side, starting with something like a strike, down at an angle, and we're just flipping our hand around, back and forth, just like that. Basic figure 8 with a reverse grip. Now to switch hands with this one, all you're gonna do is that first step, so you have the swing, and now on the way back, you're just gonna reach your hand over top and continue on, just like that. So we have the first strike, now we start going back with that figure 8, and now I'm gonna place this hand over top. This hand will be pointing up towards the ceiling, or palm will be up towards the ceiling, this palm facing down towards the floor. We're gonna switch, just like that. So to start, going down across our body, and as we come back, just gonna bring our hand over top and switch, just like that. Same thing here, it's gonna be a 1, 2, 3. So to start, we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like I said, you can get this going pretty quick when you practice it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Show you from the side. That first strike down at an angle, come back down, 2, 3, and now as we initiate that next strike, we're gonna switch hands, palm over top, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And as with the standard grip, allow the stick to flow as it wants. Don't try to force anything, just let it flow. Just like that. And that is the reverse grip figure 8 pattern. Now that you've spent some time with both the standard grip figure 8 as well as the reverse grip figure 8, it's time to talk about moving back and forth between them. This is where things start to get really interesting. Whereas up until now, maybe you've had some fun going back and forth between hands, got the standard grip, maybe you prolong how many spins you do before switching hands and you just keep going. Same thing with the reverse grip, going back and forth, it's fun, but it's missing something. It's all very one-dimensional. It wouldn't do if every time you wanted to switch grips, you had to stop, take a second to switch hands. That wouldn't make for a very good flow. So we need to master going back and forth. Let's start with the standard to reverse. So with the standard grip, we have step 1, step 2, step 1, step 2, just like that. The switch to the reverse grip is going to come at the end of step 2. So step 1, step 2. Now as the stick comes falling back down towards that start, all you're going to do is reach your other hand over top. So again, you're going to have palms facing up towards the ceiling, palm facing down towards the ground. That's going to show up a lot with this stuff. So all it is, 1, 2, hand over top, switch. Now we're in the reverse grip. Just like that. Show you again from the side. Allow the stick to fall. Step 2. Then all we're doing is as it comes back down, you're going to reach your hand over top and then continue the motion. Should be one fluid, non-stop, continuous figure 8. So 1, 2, 1, 2, just like that. Standard to reverse. With the other hand, standard. Now as it comes back down, this palm's going to be facing up, this palm facing down, reach over top, and switch. Now to start, I recommend you stop and you practice this just in isolation. Don't try to worry about anything else. Just do the 1, 2, 1, 2. Maybe you'll do a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or whatever feels right. Don't force yourself to stop at an unnatural point or whatever, but just do this basic thing and then stop. 1, 2, reverse, 1, 2, and stop, switch back, 1, 2, over top, switch to reverse grip. Stop and just keep practicing with this with both hands. You want to master it with both sides. Just like that, standard, reverse. Standard, reverse. Now you can sit here all day and just do this until you feel confident about it. Standard, reverse. You might want to add an extra few swings so you don't get too caught up in the exact pattern. Try to make it challenging for your mind. So you might do a 1, 2, 1, 2, switch, 1, 2, 1, 2, stop. Standard, reverse, stop. Other side, standard, reverse, stop. Now let's cover moving from a reverse grip to a standard grip. So starting with the stick, pointing down towards the ground, got that reverse grip. We're doing the figure 8 pattern, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. With this one, it's going to be on that downward swing of the 1. So if we think 1, 2, all it is 1, and all you're going to do is bring this hand underneath. Again, top hand, palm facing down towards the ground, bottom hand, palm facing up towards the ceiling. You're going to switch hands. Now you're in a standard grip. Just like that. So we got the reverse grip, 1, 2, 1, and as it comes down, we're just going to allow the stick to continue moving. All we're doing is switching hands. So we have that reverse grip, 1, 2, down, 1, 2, standard grip. From the side, reverse grip, 1, 2, now 1, and as it comes back down, bring this hand underneath. Hands are going to be like this, over, under. Then just allow the stick to continue going. Just like with the last step, you want to practice this with both sides, so you master it going both directions. Same thing, 1, 2, 1, switch, over, under. And with that, like with that last step, you want to practice this in isolation. So 1, 2, 1, 2, just like that. Other hand, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, just like that. Practice it with both hands until you're good. Once you have this down, things are gonna start to get really fun. So practice this until you have it. Sit there all day if you have to. Make sure you feel confident going from this reverse grip to the standard grip, and we'll move on to the next step. All right, here's where things start to get really fun. So we've learned the basic figure eight with a standard grip. We've learned it with a reverse grip. We've practiced moving from standard to reverse. And we've practiced moving from reverse to standard. Now it's time to combine it all together into one continuous flow. Now I like to think of this, practice this with a 1-2, or you might think a 1-2-3-4 pattern. So it starts like this. We have the stick, standard grip, pointing up towards the ceiling. We're gonna do 1, 2. Now as it comes back down, we're gonna switch to a reverse. 1, 2, and we're gonna go back to standard. 1, 2, reverse. 1, 2, standard. 1, 2, reverse. 1, 2, and if you wanna think 4, you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Reverse. 2 standard, 2 reverse. Back and forth. You sit here and practice this all day if you want to. Now this is starting to feel pretty cool. I want to show you from the side. We have a 1, 2, reverse. 1, 2, standard. 1, 2, reverse, standard. Reverse, standard, reverse, standard, reverse, standard, reverse, just like that. Now, as you can see, that has you doing the exact same motion with the same side every time. So you're gonna be in a standard grip with your right hand or whichever hand, and then the reverse for the opposite. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So once you feel confident doing that with one side, you wanna switch to the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Master this, and everything else is gonna open up to you. We're gonna start getting to some pretty cool stuff soon. So let's practice this pattern over and over until you have it down. Move on to the next step. Now that you've mastered that basic 4-count pattern, the 1, 2, 3, 4, standard, standard, reverse, reverse, and got it down with both sides. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's time to expand things just a little bit so we can start flowing back and forth between sides. What you might have noticed with that last one is that everything is always the same. It's always static. This hand is always standard. This hand is always reverse. Nothing changes. Standard, standard, reverse, reverse, standard, standard, reverse, reverse. That's great for learning the skill. It's great for developing the ability to move back and forth between hands, but we can take it one step further. And to do that, all we have to do is add an extra step. So rather than a 4-count, we're gonna make this one into a 5-count. So originally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All we're gonna do here is add a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now from here, just a simple matter of switching from this hand standard grip to this hand standard grip. Just like we showed in that first video. Standard, standard. Just allow the stick to roll forward, palms together, and then do the same thing on the other side. In this way, we'll be able to go back and forth with that pattern, and it really opens things up a lot. So it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Standard, standard, reverse, reverse, standard, 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 reverse, reverse, standard. Just like that. Practice this one for a while and get going pretty quick with it. Now this is going to open a lot of doors for the future. Because now, not only are you just practicing that basic figure eight, you're practicing going back and forth on each side. You're getting all 4 of those. You're getting standard to reverse on the right side to the left. Same thing from the left to the right. You're getting reverse to standard with both of those. You're also practicing adding that extra step in there, going from standard to standard. This one's going to make your mind think. Thinking in 5s can be kind of difficult at first. Most of us always think in 2s or 4s. That's just how a lot of music goes. So, you know, something like a 1, 2, 3, 4, it just comes naturally. But adding that extra 1 to feel a bit strange. And this is where the whole mind thing starts to come in. It's going to train your mind to work through complex patterns. get better at them. And so if this feels really strange at first, just start slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Show you from the side. 1, 2, reverse, reverse, standard, 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 reverse, reverse, standard, 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 reverse, reverse, standard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back and forth. Master that, you'll be ready for the next thing. All right, I hope you're ready because we've officially made it to our very first combo. Now this is the first one I started doing myself, and I still do it to this day. I think it looks cool, it's a lot of fun, and it also teaches you a lot of things that you're gonna use way later on down the road. So you're gonna wanna make sure you practice this one. Also, as we make our way through this series, we will continue building on this combo. So again, you're gonna wanna make sure you practice it a lot. So just to quickly show you what it looks like, one time through is just like this. That's all it is. But because it's so simple, eventually you can get it moving pretty quick. And I think it looks kind of cool. Just like that. All right. So to do it, we're going to start with a standard grip. Going to do a 6 count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like that. Now to tell you the grips, we have standard, standard, then reverse. Then on the way back, we're going to switch instantly to the other reverse, just like that. And we're going to finish out the figure 8, and then we're going to go back to a standard, and that's it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, standard, standard, reverse, reverse with the other hand, then finish the reverse figure 8, then on the way back down, switch to standard, and then start over. Show you from the side. We have standard, standard, reverse, 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 standard. Now when you first start out, the most challenging thing with this is probably going to be that double reverse switch. So we have the standard, standard going reverse, and then directly into the other reverse. That's something new. And that can take a little bit to get down. So initially you might want to start very slow with it. You know, you're just learning the pattern initially so that you ingrain that in your mind, so eventually you can really focus on just speeding the thing up and making it all look fluid. You can start as slow as you need to. There's no rush. Again, as always, just let the stick flow as it will. So we have the standard, standard, reverse, reverse, finish the reverse figure 8, and then switch to a standard, and then start over. And as you can see, every single time we're starting with the same hand. That's intentional. I found it is much easier to focus on one side at a time when you're trying to learn a combo, rather than trying to go back and forth straight away. That can get confusing. So start with this one arm and just practice this until you really have it down. Just keep going with it. You can spend hours doing this. And once you feel like you're good with this, then switch to the other hand. Same thing, standard, standard, reverse, 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 standard, then going back to the start. Again, just keep practicing it until you have a good feel for it. Once you have this down, be ready for the next step, and that's where things are going to start to really open up even more. Now it's time to expand on that last combo so we can start flowing back and forth between sides. Like I said in the last video, with that 6 count combo, you're always starting with the exact same hand. It's always starting on this side, and that's very good for learning. You're going to want to isolate at first so that you can ingrain that pattern in your head and just make it second nature. And like I said, with both sides, so you have it down both ways. But eventually, you're going to want to start going back and forth so everything isn't so linear. To do that with this pattern, all we have to do is change it from a 6 count to a 5 count. So originally, we had the 6 count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and start over with the 1 again. To make it a 5, all we have to do is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, And now rather than this being 6, it's going to be 1. So as we make our transition to that standard grip again, we're going to start the pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Standard on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like that. Now this one, you can really get it going fast eventually. With that first one, with the 6 count, you can get going really fast, but the bottleneck is usually that transition from 6 back to 1. So it's going standard to standard, just like that. Now you can get that going pretty quick, but when you don't have to do that, everything else just flows really fast. So you have that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this one's really fun. All right. Now to quickly recap everything we've covered in this section, we have the basic standard grip figure 8. We have the reverse grip figure 8. We have it with both hands. We have transitioning from reverse to standard and standard to reverse. And we have that combo, which focuses on that double reverse, which is pretty cool. Just like that. Now for this video, for this section, just want you to flow through all of it. I want you to get used to letting the stick go where it wants without any structure. You know, everything up until now has been very structured. We've been practicing specific movements, but now just do whatever comes to mind. Give yourself 20 minutes even. Just practice. Even if you're just doing the basic figure 8s for a while, just going back and forth, and every once in a while, you know, you decide like, maybe I'll throw in that double. Maybe I'll throw in a double like this with a standard. So we got that double reverse. Now I got that double standard. Just like that. And just have fun with it. Get used to feeling what it's like to just flow with it without structure. And once you do that for a while, I want you to create your own combo. This will be your first combo within these parameters with the basic standard grip and reverse grip, figure 8s, switching in the normal way. Even if it's just a 4 to 5 step thing that you think is cool, just make something that seems maybe a bit weird to your mind at first. Practice it for a while until you get it down. The more combos you learn, the better you're gonna get at this stuff. So before moving on to the next section, I highly recommend just spending some time here and really just dialing in these basic figure 8s with the basic standard and reverse grip. Because what we move on to next is going to expand things a lot, and you wanna make sure you have this stuff down. So good luck, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome to part 2. This section is all about transitioning from a standard grip to a reverse grip using the alternate method. So let's get right into it. Here's the usual way to do it, right? We have the standard. As the stick falls back down, we reach our hand over top, reverse, reverse, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now to do the alternate version, we're going to switch rather than as the stick comes back falling down to a reverse, we're going to switch as we do that first swing. So it looks like this. We're here, now we do that first swing. Now all we're gonna do is as it starts to reach, right when it's pointing up towards the ceiling, you're gonna reach this hand and put it behind, so you're in that false grip. Then you're going to continue that flow on that side and then bring it around. So it looks like this. Here, standard, standard, standard. And now as it reaches that top, this hand is going to go, so it's almost like you're pointing your elbow up towards the ceiling. And then you're going to continue that motion on that side. So it's almost like you get 2 spins on this side before moving. So again, 1, 2, you're going, and then as it comes back down, you reach your hand over top. And this is strange because up until now, we've always switched where our hands are palms facing towards each other. Now we have both palms facing the same direction. They're both over top like this. And then you finish that pattern. This is the alternate switch. So we have 1, 2, then we start this one, and now as it reaches, right as our palm is facing this way, we're gonna put our hand on this side just the same, and then continue that flow like that. So like I said, it's almost like there's 2 spins on this side. So just like that. Just to show you what it looks like quickly. Just like that. That's the basic switch. On the other side, now as it reaches this point, we're going to reach our hand so that both of our hands are basically in the same position, and we're going to continue that swing, go around. Same thing. And that's how you do the alternate standard to reverse grip switch. Now that you understand the alternate standard to reverse grip switch, it's time to create a pattern that will let us practice it. This one is going to be done to a 3 count. So all it is, start with standard, 1, instantly switch to that reversed or that alternate reverse grip, 2, 3, and then go back to standard. So we have standard, alternate reverse, then finish the figure 8, and go back to standard. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Show you from the side. We have the standard to the alternate reverse, both hands in the same position basically, and you're gonna finish it on this side, and then finish the figure 8, and then just go directly into the standard and start it over. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, we have 2 spins on this side and 1 on this side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And get it going pretty fast eventually. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Now something I like to think of with this one is really going off to the side with that extra spin. Whereas the standard figure 8 is all kind of in front of the body. You know, even when you're transitioning from standard to reverse and everything, it's all kind of out in the front. But I like to think of this one as being way off to the side. So you have that standard and then you're way off here. You can really reach. You can almost bring your arm out to the side if you want to exaggerate it. So you're here and then you reach and you twist your body to the side and then you finish that. This is really going to start to bring in that rotation element to this whole thing. So you have that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and really exaggerate it. Just practice this movement over and over. Then you want to do the same with the other side, of course. So we have the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, standard to alternate reverse, finish the figure 8, then go back to standard. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just practice that with both sides until you have it down solid, and you'll be ready for the next step. Once you have that basic 3 count pattern down, the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and mastered it on both sides in isolation, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now it's time to start connecting things back and forth. And the way we're going to do that is by expanding it and turning it into a 4 count. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now instead we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, all we have to do now is that standard to standard switch. Standard to standard. Just like that with the palms facing towards each other. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Standard, alternate reverse, reverse, standard, standard. Just like that. Back and forth. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, really trying to get out to the side with each of those. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Practice that. Make that connection between the two. It's going to set you up for what comes next. Now it's time to start building on that combo we were working on before in section 1. To quickly recap, the original one was a 6 count, so it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You should be pretty familiar with this one by now. Hopefully you spent some good time practicing it. Now we're going to turn it into a 9 count. So we're going to add everything we've learned in this section to this combo. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if we do it that way, we're going to start with the same hand again. That's why we're keeping it at 9 for now. So, same thing, we have the standard standard, reverse, other hand reverse, finish the swing, then go to standard. And right as we go to this standard, then we're going to go to that alternate reverse. Reverse, reverse, then standard, then we're going to go back, do that standard to standard switch. Standard, back to the first hand again. So all of it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. Eventually you can get it going pretty quick. Now we're starting to get into some kind of advanced territory here. That's a long combo, 9 steps. And as you see, this starts on the same side every time. So you really want to hone in, practice getting it perfect on this side first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then continue doing that same side over and over. Then you want to practice the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Back to this hand again. Just like that. One more time from the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Back to this hand again. 1, 2. Just like that. Start slow. Take your time. Don't try to rush it. Again, as always, just let the stick do what it wants. Let it flow. What you're going to find is it's that last step that's really fun. You're here, you're going, switch, switch here. Now we're going straight from reverse to a standard, instantly into that alternate reverse, going back just like that. Now that combo right there is really fun, doing that reverse to standard, alternate reverse again. And as you'll see, that's the same thing we did in the earlier section, or earlier part of this section where we were practicing that 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That has us going from reverse back to standard and instantly to that alternate reverse again. So you can see how these things build on each other. Here we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, just like that. Practice these in isolation on each side, and we'll move on to the next step. Here we are once again. Now it's time to start flowing back and forth between sides, just like we've been doing with everything else. Whereas before the pattern, it was a 9 count. It always started on this exact same side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then start here again. Now we're going to do an 8 count so we can go back and forth. All that is like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're starting on this side. Go back to the standard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're switching again. Reverse to standard. Now we're on this side again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eventually you can get it going pretty quick. Just like that. And practice that. Have fun with it. You can really spend a lot of time on that one. And as you saw right at the end there, I messed up just a little bit. Once you start getting to these higher numbers, you start to get into that flow, and you'll have these moments where suddenly you wonder, like, where exactly am I at this? And then somehow you start to build these connections, and it's like your body goes on a instinct, and somehow you finish the combo, and then you remember where you're at. It's a strange but cool feeling, and I feel like the more times you make it through that, the better you get at it, the better you get at remembering these things. It's almost as much a memory game as it is anything else, especially when you start working with these longer combos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 and 9. It's cool, and we're combining a lot of different stuff together in this one. So again, have fun with it, practice, and I'll see you in the next one. Now for the final video in this section, just like with section 1, here, I just want you to spend some time flowing between all of this stuff. We have a lot of stuff learned at this point. We have the basic standard figure 8. We have the basic reverse grip figure 8. We have moving from standard to reverse in the normal way. We have moving from reverse to standard in the normal way. And now we also have moving from standard to reverse in the alternate way. Just like that. We've also learned how to move from reverse to standard right into that alternate and back again. That's kind of cool. We've also learned how to switch both sides. So standard, standard, then reverse, then straight into that reverse with the other grip, back and forth. So at this point, you have a lot of options available. So practice just flowing between things, see what you can come up with. And as time goes by, as you kind of get used to adding in that alternate switch, try to create a combo. Maybe something upwards of 8 to 10 moves, and practice it until you get good at it. Once you master this section, be ready for the next one, because I'm gonna start getting into some pretty difficult things here soon. So have fun with this one and good luck. Welcome to part 3. I'm really excited for this one because in this section, we're gonna be covering what's probably my favorite technique of all time. It's something I've been calling the double alternate standard to reverse grip switch. I know that's a mouthful. I could probably think of a better name for it, but it makes sense once you start doing it. So just to recap, we have the standard grip, switching to a reverse grip in the normal way, just like that. We have the standard grip to a reverse grip in the alternate way, here, just like this, as we learned in the last section. Now to do the double, all we're gonna do is switch hands one extra time. So we have the standard, we switch to reverse. Now all we're gonna do is right as we get here, all we're gonna do is take this hand and bring it around to the other side. So it's like this, standard, reverse. Now as it comes down, we're gonna bring this hand up, switch again, and then continue the motion, just like that, to show you from the side. So we have standard, now the alternate reverse, and now as this comes down, we're quickly going to bring our hand underneath, like this, and continue the motion. So it's a double alternate switch, just like that. It's very simple. Just like that. On this side, switch, the alternate version, and quickly just bring our hand underneath and then continue the motion. So you're adding that extra step in there. Now, rather than switching instantly to the left hand, this allows us to go from a standard to a reverse grip with the same hand instantly. And this is pretty cool because up until now, we've always had to switch back and forth between hands anytime we wanted to do one grip to another. But now we have the option to do it on the same side. So standard, alternate switch, bring that hand underneath, just continue the motion. As always, just follow that figure 8, let the stick flow. So 1, 2, 3, you can think of it like that if you want to. Got the standard over top, and then bring this hand underneath, continue the motion, just like that. And this one, I really like to feel that strike feeling. As I talked about earlier, how that first movement of the reverse grip figure 8 kind of feels like a strike. This one really lets you lean into that. You're here, you got this switch here, and all of a sudden you have all this momentum as the stick comes down, and you can just really feel that. So it's like that. You can start adding some, this is where you can start adding some finesse. You know, everything we've been doing is all kind of strict tempo. It's all the same. Here, you get that opportunity to really lean into that and just add that little bit of something extra that's gonna take your stick spinning to the next level. So that's it. Practice that, just basic on each side until you have a good feel for it. We'll move on to the next step. Now that you understand how the double, alternate, standard to reverse grip switch goes, again, there with that mouthful of words, it's time to create a pattern that will let us practice it. This one is going to be a 5 count. Now, it can start to get a bit tricky counting when you're doing all these different hand switches. So if you can, I would recommend maybe having like a metronome or something very slow going that you can follow, preferably something that doesn't have like a different tone for every 4 beats or something like that. Something that's just exactly the same, because we are going to be working with 5s and 4s and all that stuff. So this one is a basic 5 pattern. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And like I said, it can get kind of confusing counting while you're doing all of this stuff over here, but it's if you practice to something external, that can help a lot. So to do it, you're just doing basic standard, then you're doing that double switch, and you're bringing it across, finishing the figure 8 again with that reverse grip, switching to standard, and then as always, just switching back to the standard again. That same thing where the palms are facing together, standard to standard, just like that. So we have reverse, reverse, standard. It's a pretty basic combo. We're just adding that little bit of extra something. So start with standard, do that double switch, reverse, reverse, standard, and then standard, reverse, 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 standard, standard, double switch, reverse, reverse, standard. Now to show from the other side, standard, double switch, and we're following the figure 8 pattern, going back to standard and starting over. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. To show you from the side, we have that standard to the double switch, then finishing the motion, going back to standard, and then switching back and starting over for a basic 5 count. And as you can see, this has us starting with the exact same hand every single time. So just practice that in isolation on this side until you get a really good feel for it. And then again, practice it on the other side until you get a good feel for it, till it makes sense in your head. Might take a while with this one. That extra step can get confusing, but just practice it, start slow, and it'll start to make sense. Now that we've had the chance to practice that double switch a few times in isolation on each side, again, it's time to start flowing back and forth. So we're going to change our 5 count pattern to a 4 count, whereas before, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, when we get back to this standard grip over here, we're just going to go right into it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch again. Now this is kind of a cool combo because you're going straight from reverse to standard, instantly into that double switch, just like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to standard. 1, double switch, reverse, reverse, back to standard, and go right back into it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And just like with the regular alternate switch, really try to bring that stick out to the side once you kind of get a feel for it. So you're here, you bring it way over there, and then strike down, and really get that rotation at the hips. Come back down all the way over here, and then strike down, and just keep going with it. Now this is one of those patterns that you could probably practice forever, and it's never going to stop being at least somewhat of a challenge. You get very little break with this. The only break you're getting is during this part where you're finishing the figure 8 with the reverse. Everything else, it's all just switches and transitions non-stop. It's a lot going on for such a short pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Start looking kind of cool after a while, so practice that one and move on to the next thing. All right, now that we've learned something new, it's time once again to work on our combo. So just to recap, originally it was like this: standard, standard, reverse, 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 standard, and then going back to that first hand again. It's that basic combo that you should know pretty well at this point. And then in the last section, we added that alternate reverse, or the alternate standard to reverse grip switch. So we did standard, standard, reverse, 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 standard, then that alternate switch. Then we followed the motion through, went back to standard, and then went back to that first hand again. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then repeat. Now for this one, we're gonna add that double alternate standard to reverse grip switch. So this one is going to be a 12 count. We're starting to get up there, but once you have that 9 count down, this one just makes sense as a quick little addition to it. I will be honest, it's kind of hard to count to 12 slowly with this one. Just with that double switch, it kind of gets confusing. So I'm gonna do it fast at first and then we'll break it down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just like that. So as you can see with this one, we're starting on this side each time, which again, as with everything else, is going to allow us to make the connections in our brain to really, dial it in and become very proficient with this exact combo. And then we'll do the exact same thing on the other side. Keep each side isolated at first, just so we can really get it down, and we'll work on combining sides later. So all it is this. I have the standard, standard, reverse, other hand reverse, then finish the reverse figure 8. Then we're doing that switch to standard. Then we're doing that alternate standard to reverse, following it through. And then again, we're going back to standard. Only this time, rather than doing the regular alternate reverse, we're gonna do the double. So switch, switch, like we just learned, follow it through, figure 8, and again, we're back at the start with this hand in a standard grip. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So basically all we did is we added an extra step where we did that double alternate switch. So again, I'll show you from the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we got that double, 10, 11, 12. Then we come back down, switch from reverse to standard again, always on the same side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. As I said, you might want to practice this one with a metronome or something, because it can be kind of confusing counting when you're doing all those extra switches. But once you get this one down, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot to remember at first, but at this point you should have most of it already memorized from the other sections when you practiced the basic combo. It's cool to think that originally it was just this. That's all it was, just this over and over. It's this basic thing. And then we added that alternate switch, made it a little longer, like this. And now we're adding an extra double alternate switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, I kind of got ahead of myself there a little bit, but as you can see, start to get it going pretty fast eventually. Practice this one. Again, we're just gonna keep building on it as time goes by, so you wanna make sure you have it down. All right, following the same pattern we've been using up until this point, now that we've isolated that combo on each side, we got hopefully at least pretty good at starting with this arm every time and following those 12 steps, and then starting with this arm every time, following those 12 steps. Now we're gonna work on transitioning back and forth so we can get that one long, unending string of swings back and forth. So all we have to do to make that happen is switch from a 12 combo to a 13. So just to recap the 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. From reverse, going back to standard, instantly into the combo again. This is 1. Now all we have to do to make it 13 is as we do that last transition from reverse to standard, again, we're just gonna flip from here to the other side standard. Just that same thing we've been doing with a bunch of our combos where the palms are facing towards each other. Just a good way to transition from one side to the other without interrupting the flow. Now 13 is a pretty strange time signature to be working in. And it can feel kind of weird at first, but once you get it down, you can really flow back and forth between these things pretty quick. So the full thing is 1. I'll say what I'm doing first and then I'll count it because it's kind of hard to count this when I'm going slow. So we have standard, standard, reverse, 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 then standard, then that alternate reverse switch, reverse, and back to standard, then the double alternate, then reverse, reverse, back to standard, and then back to this side. And now we're starting with this hand. And so, count at 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Just like that. All right, I hope you're ready because now we're gonna take that combo just a little bit further. We're gonna move it all the way up to a 16 count. This time, rather than ending with that single double switch at the end, we're gonna add an additional double switch on the other side. So just let me show you how it looks quick and then I'll break it down. So, other side. As you can see, the only difference is that we added that extra double switch at the end. This allows us to flow back and forth between each side. And I think it flows better than just doing this standard to standard switch like we did in the last video. So to break it down, we have the standard, standard, reverse, 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 standard, alternate switch, reverse, reverse to standard, then the double alternate switch, reverse, reverse. Now we're going to standard, and we're going to go straight into another double alternate reverse. Reverse, reverse, and that's the end. And now we can go back to standard on this side and start the whole thing over again. So, let me show it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And we go back to this side. As I said, it's kind of difficult to count these out. You might want to have a metronome, but it's like this. And start the other side. Now this one is going to make your head hurt a little bit. It's making mine hurt a little bit. It's a lot to remember, especially when you start flowing back and forth. You start making your way through that first time and you remember that every single time it's gonna be on this left side where you're doing most of the switching. It makes sense. And then you add that switch on this side too. But then you start from this side and all of a sudden it's like, man, now I have to really focus on this other side and not mess up and keep the flow going. So this is long. Gonna really want to start slow with this one, and I highly recommend each step of the way, way back in section 1 or part 1 of this whole thing, you want to practice that basic combo so you have that memorized and it's just in the back of your head so you can start adding steps and then add the next step and the next step. So you can kind of think of this one, we have the basic combo, then we have that addition of the alternate switch, then we added an additional double alternate switch, and now we're adding another one of those. So let me show you from the side. I know hopefully you're getting this. It's kind of a hard thing to show, but so we have reverse, 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 switch to standard. Now we're doing that alternate switch, reverse, reverse, reverse back to standard. Now we're doing that double alternate switch. Follow through, reverse, reverse. Now we're going to standard, straight into another double alternate reverse. Like that. Finish the figure eight, then go back to this hand, and now you're starting on this side, and you start the combo over. One more time, done quickly. Just like that. All right, taking a break from those long, confusing combos. Now we're gonna work on a basic pattern, which in many ways is more challenging than the combos, but you can almost kind of turn your mind off for a little bit and just practice this thing over and over. So what we're gonna do is take that double switch, and we're just gonna go back and forth between sides nonstop. So you look at the standard double switch, we have this standard grip, now we have the reverse, reverse, now we're going to the other side. Now typically we follow through with that figure eight pattern, right? So we have the double switch, we follow the figure eight. But what you'll notice is, at the end of this, we actually have a reverse grip coming down, which is the perfect way to transition to a standard grip on this side, which means we can go directly into a double switch on this side, which almost makes this turn into something like a triple switch. So we have the spin, then switch, switch, follow through, then switch to standard grip. Now we're doing the same. Alternate, alternate again, then back to this side, and straight into the standard grip, and just repeat it. You can almost think of it as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now this is really difficult to get going fast. Now the actual count for this is 1, 2. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But it is 3 different switches. So we have that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now one thing that I found with this one that can help a lot, you might find that you get kind of held up as you switch to that standard grip again. So as you do that switch, you come back down, you switch here, you might feel that you're kind of losing momentum. So as you're coming back down, when you're switching to standard, I kind of like to push with this hand and almost add some momentum to it. So it's almost like I'm pushing the stick to keep going. Because if I don't, then it's almost like you get kind of stuck. So just to show, without the extra push, it looks kind of like this. Not so bad, but with that extra push, it's like this. It's subtle, but it feels so much more powerful. The position where your hand is, it's almost like you're pushing with your thumb. Let me show you from the side, that might help a little bit. So we're here, standard. Now we got that alternate switch, the double switch. Now we're coming back down. Now we're gonna go to the standard grip. And as I let go, I'm gonna kind of push with my thumb to increase the momentum. Just like that. So now push. That's gonna help keep things at the right speed. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now this is one of those things that you'll likely never get it going insanely fast. It's too much. You can get it going pretty fast, but it's never gonna be as fast as those other things just because they flow better. But this is a good thing to practice because it's gonna teach you how to position your hands. When you have to switch so many times in a row, it's like you really need to know where your hands are gonna be. And it also really increases dexterity because it's trying to place your hands in the right position so quickly, so many times, just non-stop. It's tough. Now we're going to work on a pattern that will teach us how to actually use what we just learned in a real combo or when we're just kind of flowing. Because as cool as this is, just going back and forth, doing what might be considered the triple switch, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just like that. If you're trying to really create something cool, you're going to want to mix it up. So this pattern that we're going to work on is going to help us learn how to do that. Because sometimes it's easy to get stuck. Like you do this for so long, it's like, where do I go next? And sometimes just working on a small transition that includes something else and practicing that, making that connection between being in this place where you're just doing this nonstop and getting out of it. The more you do that, the better you get at it. And you'll find when you're just kind of flowing with the thing, you're able to add this in seamlessly and just not get stuck there, just doing this forever. So the basic combo, all it is the basic triple switch, and then we're gonna do the alternate standard to reverse grip switch. So it's like this. Start here, we're doing that triple switch like this, and then instantly into that alternate reverse grip. And then we're gonna follow the rest of the figure 8 with that reverse grip, switch back to a standard grip on this side, and repeat the process. So this alternates back and forth between sides. It looks like this, just to give you an idea. Just like that. So to show you from the side, because I think that might be easier with this one. So standard, like this, and we have the switch, and then the switch again. It comes around. Then once it's here, facing up, we're gonna do this switch, continue flowing, then finish the figure 8 pattern, and we're gonna switch over to a standard grip and do the same thing. This, we have the switch, 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 finish, just like that. So, whereas before, it was just doing this nonstop, now we're adding a little bit of something in there. So we do it once, then we go to this switch, figure 8. Switch, figure 8. So we have the that's all it is. Triple switch, come down, switch to the reverse, and then you're gonna go back to standard, do it on the other side. Gotta say, this one's kind of making my head hurt. I keep messing up. It's a very confusing thing to get right, but once you get it down, it's one of those things, you're probably gonna have to sit here for a good 5 to 10 minutes, just really practicing this slow until you start to get it down. And then you'll be able to do it fast. And then the next time, when you haven't done it for a while, it's probably gonna take another 5 to 10 minutes of just practicing it until you feel you connect with that place, because it's just such an awkward thing to do. It seems so counterintuitive for some reason. But you can get it going pretty fast eventually. And it's going to open the door for some new things. So that's all it is. Back and forth. Here we are again, the final video in part 3 of this series, as with parts 1 and 2. For this section, I just want you to focus on flowing between everything you know, just trying to work in all of the different things that you've learned thus far. So, just to recap, we have the standard figure 8. We have the reverse grip figure 8. We've learned how to move from the standard to reverse in the normal way. We've learned how to move from reverse to standard. We've learned the alternate standard to reverse grip switch. Here, again, that alternate version. We've learned the double alternate version. We've also learned what might be considered the triple switch. Here, reverse, reverse, standard, reverse, reverse, standard, reverse, reverse, standard, 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 reverse, reverse, standard, like that. We've also learned how to connect a bunch of different things together. We've learned that long combo where we're switching from reverse to reverse with different hands. There are so many doors open now. There are so many different things that you can do. Just practice, you know? Get the basic figure eight going, and then you might think, I'm gonna try to throw in a triple switch here and see what happens. Well, now you're back at the figure eight again. That worked all right. Maybe I'll try adding in the double. Okay, now I'm in a reverse grip. That's cool. What could I do next? Go back to standard. Maybe I'll switch standard a couple times back and forth. Maybe I'll add that double switch I've been working on with that combo. Maybe here, I'll go to reverse, go back to standard, and then I'll do that alternate switch. Like that. That's kind of fun. Just flow with it, you know? Just have fun. Just try to work things together. Once you've done that for a while, again, I highly recommend trying to create your own combo, implementing at least something from each of the different sections. You don't have to do everything. There are a lot of different things now. You might find that one skill is more interesting to you than everything else, and you might want to focus on that. That's cool. There's so much available now. Just come up with something. Again, force your brain to do something that seems at first impossible, but then you work on it for a while and you get it down, and you're gonna get better at this stuff. The next section is gonna be pretty fun, so I'll see you there. Welcome to part 4. I hope you spent some good time practicing everything we learned up until this point, because now things are about to get maybe a bit weird. I have to say, this technique we're gonna learn here today feels very strange and very awkward, and it's probably going to take at least a week, maybe more, to really get it down. But once you do, it's like a whole new world opens up. Whereas everything was in this one dimension before, it's like suddenly everything else is available to you. So what you might have noticed is we have done the standard to reverse grip in a bunch of different ways. We've done the standard to reverse the normal way. We've done standard to reverse the alternate way. We've done the double alternate. We've done what could be considered the triple, like that. But we've always gone from reverse to standard in the same way, right? Well, just as with standard to reverse, you can also do an alternate version of reverse to standard. So when we're in the reverse grip, typically it's going to be on that downstroke. We switch hands, simple, right? Well, what if we did it on the other side? What if rather than going down like this, we decided we're here, we go down like this, and we reach our arm around and go to standard. Now that's weird. It feels very weird. It doesn't anymore now that I practice it, but I remember it did. So that's what this section is going to be about. Switching from reverse to standard in the alternate way. To do it, you start with a reverse grip. You bring it down, come back. Then as you're coming down, when the stick's pointing up, you can reach this hand underneath. Then you're going to finish the swing. Show you from the side. So we're in reverse grip. Here, now we come back down. Right as the stick is pointing up, we're going to bring this hand underneath and grab right here. This is a very strange position to be in, but and we can just let the stick fall and continue doing its thing. Again, reverse. Here's the normal switch, right? Now we're going to do the alternate. So we're here, and as it comes back down, reach your hand around. You're gonna have to squeeze your shoulders forward, maybe contract your chest even a little bit. It's gonna be awkward. This is a strange position, but it can feel pretty cool once you get it down. Here, underneath, switch. Let me show you with the other hand, maybe that'll help a little bit. So we're here, reverse, going. This is the normal way, right? Going back to reverse. Now we're going to do the alternate. As it comes back down, we're going to bring this hand right in, grab it here. And all we're going to do is let it just continue falling. As with all things, just let the stick do what it wants. Don't try to force it. So we're here, reverse. Now to do the alternate, we're coming here. We're going to reach our hand underneath. Allow the stick to just keep going. just like that. Now, if there was ever a move that seems to really tap into that rope flow kind of place, I think this is it. It really forces you to twist in a strange way that does make your spine feel pretty cool, like rope flow is supposed to. So you hear just alternate switch. Now that we've covered how to do the alternate reverse to standard grip switch, we're going to create a pattern that lets us practice it. So this is going to be a 6 count. You might also like to think of it as 2 3s. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this hand reverse grip, 1, 2, 3, come back down, go to standard, 1, 2, 3, then switch to reverse in the normal way. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as you can see, this has us doing the same hands each time. You're gonna wanna practice one side until you feel very confident with it, until you feel like that connection is made and that it's not going anywhere. It might take you a little bit to tap back into it, but you know that you have reached a permanent milestone of some kind, and then switch to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, reverse, 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 standard, standard, standard. And again, practice this on both sides until you feel very confident with this. As I said in the last video, that might take a while because this can be kind of awkward feeling, especially after everything else we've been doing. It almost feels like this move breaks the rules of everything else. It doesn't fit in the same space that everything else up until this point has. And so it's a real change, but it will open many new doors. So practice that and move on to the next thing. Now that we've practiced each side in isolation, it's time to combine sides so we can go back and forth. This time, rather than a 6 count, we're going to turn it into a 7 count. So starting here, reverse grip, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's a 6 like we were doing before. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All we're gonna do is add an extra rep, so it's 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we're gonna reverse to the other side. So 1, 2, 3, standard, 4, 5, 6, reverse, that's 7. Now reverse again, like in that combo we've been working on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just like that. Show you from the side. Start with the reverse grip. 1, 2, 3, standard. 4, 5, 6, reverse. 7, then the other hand reverse. 1, 2, 3, standard. 4, 5, 6, reverse. 7, and now the other reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now that you've had some time to practice going back and forth between each side, doing that alternate reverse to standard grip switch, there's a little drill that I like to do that I think might be beneficial to you. It's a basic 1, 2, it's just a 2 count, and it's just back and forth nonstop. So all you're doing, you start here with a reverse grip, 1, then switch to standard with that alternate, 2, back to reverse, 1, 2, reverse, standard, just like that. This can really teach you what it feels like to move from the reverse grip to standard with that alternate switch. It can be very awkward, like I said, and just practicing this for a while, even just slow, just barely even holding on to the stick, just letting it go and just kind of getting a feel for how the stick moves as you transition between things and how you need to apply pressure so that it does what you want, you know? So then you can do the other side. Reverse, standard, reverse, standard, reverse, standard, reverse, standard, reverse, standard. So if you're ever looking for something that you just want to drill, maybe you just want to kind of turn your mind off for a little bit and just work on practicing something, this can be a really good thing. It can be a great way to warm up too. If you're still kind of new to the alternate reverse to standard grip switch, this can be a great way to get back in the flow and kind of remind yourself of what it feels like. Do it with both sides, of course. Just practice that. There it is. Next up, we have a drill that was honestly created to confuse you just a little bit. So it's going to teach you how to move from the reverse grip to a standard grip using both of the different variations. It's one thing when you're locked in, say every single time I move from reverse grip to standard, I'm going to be using that regular switch, just the basic switch in the normal way. You know, it's easy. I know what's going to happen every time. The same if you're using that alternate switch. Every single time I'm going to be switching to standard like this. But when you're forced to use both together at the same time, then it's really going to stretch your mind. So for this, we have a 10 move combo. We're going to start with the reverse grip. We're going to do a 1, 2, then go to standard in the normal way. 3, 4, then back to reverse in the normal way. 5, 6, 7, and then the other way, the alternate version of going to standard. 8, 9, 10. And now we're going back to reverse in the normal way. So again, reverse, reverse, standard with the normal switch, standard, reverse with the normal switch, reverse, reverse, and then standard with the alternate switch, standard, 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 back to this one. So the whole thing is like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, that's reverse, reverse, switch to standard in the normal way, standard, standard, switch to reverse in the normal way, reverse, 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 and then switch to standard in the alternate way, standard, 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 and go back to reverse in the normal way. 10 step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's that switch. 8, 9, 10. Back to reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just like that. Make sure to practice it with both arms, of course. Might be a bit confusing at first, but it's only going to make you better, because if you're really flowing with this stuff and creating your own combos, you're going to want to mix it up. If you have multiple ways to switch available to you, you're going to want to use both of them. So practice this, get better at it, and we'll move on. Now that we have that pattern down on each side, we're going to expand it so we can flow back and forth between sides once again. So the original 10-step pattern was this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we go back to reverse grip. Now we're just going to add an extra reverse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And now we're going to switch over to the other reverse. So we end here with a reverse, then we're doing that switch to a different reverse. Again, that's reverse grip, switch to standard in the normal way, then standard, switch to reverse in the normal way, reverse, 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 then switch to standard in the alternate way, standard, 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 switch to reverse in the normal way, and then switch to the other hand, reverse, and start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Other hand. Once again, practice this until you can go back and forth quickly between each. Feel confident with it. All said and done, this should feel like kind of a break after some of the stuff we've been doing. This one isn't too challenging. It's just making your mind connect those two different ways of switching from reverse to standard. That's what this one's all about. Once you get it down, this one's probably gonna feel a bit too easy for you at this point, but still worth practicing, and it's gonna help you out as we move forward. Next up, we have a really fun one that combines the alternate versions of switching from standard to reverse and reverse to standard at the same time. So this first one is going to be a 5-count combo. We're going to start here with a standard grip. We're going to go straight into that alternate reverse grip, switch, here to that switch, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to come back down to that alternate reverse to standard switch, just like that. Start over. So standard, then we have that alternate standard to reverse grip switch, where you go here and you bring that hand like this and then continue that motion. And we're going to follow through the figure 8. And as we come back down, we're going to do the alternate version of the reverse to standard switch, just like that. One motion, and then we're back at the start again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Show you from the side. Got the standard grip to that alternate switch to reverse. Follow through, reverse, reverse, and then we're going to do that alternate switch to standard. Hand comes around, follow through, and we're back at the start again. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And of course, that has you starting with the same hand every time. So you're going to want to switch sides and practice each side individually. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't forget to really reach out to the side with that switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one can really get the hips going. 4, 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that. Once again, now that we've practiced the pattern on each side, always starting on this side, then always starting on this side, now we're going to work on flowing back and forth. So we're going to turn our 5-count pattern into a 6-count pattern. So originally, the 5-count was this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then repeat. Now we're just going to add a 6, just an extra 6. And it's going to be the same thing, moving from standard to standard, just like this, like we have been doing, palms facing towards each other. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch hands again. Show you from the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch hands. Same thing. And we have the standard to the alternate reverse, then reverse, reverse, basic figure 8. And we're going to come back down to the alternate reverse to standard. Reach our hand here, grab underneath. One more, then we're going to switch hands, just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next up, we have a pattern that will combine the double alternate standard to reverse grip switch. Once again, there's that mouthful. If you remember, start with a standard grip, flip, and then it's going to be the alternate switch, and then switch again with the other hand, and then follow through from the side. Here's that move again. Just like that. We're going to combine that with the alternate reverse to standard switch. So it's going to be a 4-count. Now once again, it's very difficult trying to count when doing this double switch thing. just because it feels kind of awkward. So if you can, I recommend using a metronome or something like that, but it looks like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So all we're doing, start standard, go to that double reverse switch, then finish the figure 8. And then as we fall back down, we're gonna do that alternate reverse to standard switch. And then we just start over with the other hand. 1, coming down, then switch to standard, alternate way, and then just start over. Double switch, bring it down, finish the figure 8, switch to that standard grip, then start over. I'll show you from the side. Standard to that double switch, finish the figure 8, on the way back down, switch to standard in the alternate way, and then finish, and then start on this side. Just like that. So it's going back and forth. You can really flow with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Okay, here we are once again. It's time to work on another combo. This time, rather than building on that combo we had been working on up until this point, here I have something special for you. You might say this is one combo to rule them all. I created this with the sole purpose of confusing myself, and being completely honest, I am still pretty confused by it, though maybe a bit less confused than I was before, so that's a good thing. I believe it's 22 moves, maybe 23, depending on how you count. Let me just quickly show you how it works, and then we'll try to break it down. So, that's the whole thing. All right, one more time, a little bit faster. Just like that. Okay, so I will attempt to show how this is done. So to start, we have something that you should be pretty familiar with. We have the basic 1, 2, 3, 4. That's exactly the same as that other combo you've been doing so far. You should have that down pretty well. It's the basic standard, standard, reverse, reverse. Now what's different here is directly after that reverse, we're going to go right into a alternate reverse to standard switch, like that. So you can practice that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Standard, standard, reverse, reverse, alternate switch to standard. 5. After that, as this comes down, we're going to go directly into a reverse grip, the normal way. 6. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then after that, all we're going to do is do it again. Do that reverse to standard alternate switch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the basic 8-move combo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like that, right? So we have the standard, standard, reverse, reverse, alternate standard, reverse, alternate standard, standard, all right? And now right when we get there, that final standard, this is going to turn into a double reverse. So here we do that double switch to the figure 8. Then we will allow the figure 8 to follow its pattern. We switch to the right hand with a standard, right? So we're here, we have that alternate switch, then we go directly into a double reverse, follow the figure 8, and then we go to a standard. Okay, so the whole thing so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay? Once we're here, we're going to keep going. We're going to go back to the left side or this side again, and only this time, rather than a double switch, we're going to do that triple thing. So here, now we're going to do the triple. That 1, 2, 3, right? Okay, so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, double switch, 9, 10, 11, triple switch, just like that. Okay, from there, we're just gonna do that basic back and forth thing, you know, when you have your hands facing together and you do that standard switch. So we're here, we do the switch once, and then we're gonna switch back again. And then on this side, we're gonna do that triple switch, right? So it's gonna be the triple switch on this side, then we do standard, and now we do the triple switch on this side. Okay, everything so far. Standard, standard, reverse, reverse, alternate standard, reverse, alternate standard, standard into the double alternate reverse, 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 regular standard, standard into a triple, 1, 2, 3, standard, standard, and now triple on this side, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to end it off with the alternate version of the standard to reverse grip, just the regular version. So you come here, flip it like that, go to this hand for a standard, and that's it. It allows you to go from this hand, then back to this hand. All right, the whole thing, and then I'll show it from the side. Hopefully this is all making sense. I know it's a lot. So standard, standard, reverse, reverse, alternate standard, reverse, alternate standard, standard into the double, switch, switch, reverse, reverse, standard, standard into the triple, 1, 2, 3, standard, back to standard again, then standard into the triple on this side, 1, 2, 3, then into the alternate, reverse, bring it around, go back to standard, and then you can start again on this side again. All right, let's do that from the side. Standard, standard, reverse, reverse, alternate standard, reverse, alternate standard, standard into a double, 1, 2, reverse, reverse, go to standard in the normal way, then go back to this side again for a standard into a triple, 1, 2, 3, standard, standard once on this side, then back again into a triple on this side. Standard, 1, 2, 3, then we go into that alternate reverse, done, allow it to flow, switch to a standard here, and that's the whole thing. So, just like that. Now, as you can see, if you're able to follow that, that will have us starting with this hand every single time, right? So, if we want to have that flow back and forth between sides, which it's going to take a lot of practice to get this down on just one side and then just the other side. I mean, I'm talking maybe a month of just practicing this, depending on how much time you have. But if you want to flow back and forth between sides, all you're going to do is as you get to that last one and you do that switch, you go back, rather than doing standard, then standard again, you're just gonna go right into the standard. So it's like this. Standard, reverse, reverse, switch, reverse, switch into a double. 1, 2, reverse, reverse, standard into a triple. 1, 2, 3, standard, into a triple, 1, 2, 3, into that alternate reverse, reverse, and now we're gonna start here with this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, into that double, standard, now into a triple, switch, now into a triple on this side, into that alternate reverse, done. Now we're back to this hand again. Now we'll attempt to do that somewhat fast, we'll see. Okay, yeah, and now my head hurts. Okay, so try that out if you dare. If you can get that down, let me know. I would love to see someone else just do that way better than I can, because I think it'd be pretty cool to see. So there it is. Now that you've learned the fundamentals of stick spinning, it's time to add the lower body to the mix. Everything we've done up until this point has been static, one-dimensional, in place. We've learned a lot of cool things about how to transition from one side to the other, a lot of flashy moves and all that fun stuff, but we've always just been standing in place, and that's really just one part of this thing. So when you're ready, I recommend taking all of this stuff and practicing it in each of the 4 different stances. So to start, most likely you've been in this stance right here, basic ready stance. Feet just about shoulder width apart, maybe some slight knee bend, that's good. It's a great place to be to learn. From here, once you have a solid understanding of most things, you might want to move out to a wide stance or a horse stance. Get a wide stance, bend those knees a bit, and then just do everything you've been doing up until this point, but now from this stance. And what you'll find here is that because your knees are so wide, you really have to reach your body to the side to get around the legs, and it really adds a lot of that spinal rotation and just makes things feel different. After that, I recommend working with a front stance, which is where one foot is in front of the other, and they're both feet are pointing forward. You have a slight knee bend in your front leg, as you can see, just like that. That's the front stance. Here you're gonna start to really realize that when you have that backhand and you're trying to spin it, the stick out in front of you, you really gotta reach and move your body in these cool, unique ways. And after front stance, then I recommend switching to side stance, which this is probably the most fun of all. You have your back foot pointing to the side, your front foot pointing forward, stick out in front of you like this, and now everything you do is complete rotation. You'll notice it when you get to that backhand, especially when you have something like a backhand reverse grip, you really gotta reach. You can bend down low if you want. Start to feel what it's like to spin the stick in each of those 4 different positions. Do the exact same stuff you have been. Practice your combos, work on building new combos, practice the flow. Just do it in each of those 4 different spots and stay there and learn what it feels like to be there. And after you do that for a while, you might want to move on to the final step, which is moving fluidly between each of them. So yes, it's great to stay here, learn the basic stuff. It's great to stay here in each of the stances and learn the stuff too. But when you can really start going with it and start moving between different feet positions and maybe twisting to the side, just going all around, just learning what it feels like to move, that adds an entire new dimension to this thing, because as cool as it is, just having the upper body spinning the stick, when you can start moving your lower body around too, it's just a whole new world. So for now, if you're still learning this stuff, just stay in place with your feet and just focus on the basics and learning how to spin the stick. Then maybe move on to each of those stances. But just keep in mind that eventually the goal should probably be to start moving fluidly, because it's a lot of fun and it really takes this stuff to the next level. And finally, here we are, the last video in part 4 of this entire series. Here again, I just want you to practice flowing through everything we've learned, and we have learned a lot at this point. To recap again, we have the basic figure 8 with a standard grip, the basic figure 8 with a reverse grip. We have transitioning from standard to reverse in the normal way. We have transitioning from reverse to standard in the normal way. After that, we have the alternate version of transitioning from standard to reverse, like this, right? Standard, alternate, reverse. We have the double version of that, the double alternate standard to reverse switch. Again, a mouthful. Just like that. Double. Then we have the triple, which is here, standard. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? And then after that, we learned how to move from reverse grip to standard and the alternate way as well. Reverse, here's the regular switch to standard. Reverse, now here's the alternate version, where you reach around like that. In addition to that, we learned a lot of little combinations, different tricks and things you can do to hone your skills. Little things like switching between hands quickly, drills to practice each individual movement, like the reverse to alternate standard, to reverse to alternate standard, just little things like that. You've got a lot of stuff now, so again, just make your way through. Just practice this stuff. Just when you think of something you remember learning, just try to add it in and see what happens. There's so much room for experimentation with this stuff, and I know a lot of these combos were confusing and long and make your head hurt, but if you want to just kind of get into that meditative state and just kind of flow, even if you're just doing the basic figure 8 for a couple minutes, that's fine. Every once in a while, you just add a little something in. Here's a triple. That's cool. Let's go to reverse. I'll practice doing the alternate switch, so that's kind of cool. Gonna really reach to the side for this one. Really reach to the side, get that rotation, start really moving at the hips. Once you have all this stuff, start practicing it in different feet positions. Remember, we have that basic stance, the ready stance. We have the wider horse stance. Just flow in this horse stance, just doing the same thing. And we have that front stance where one foot is forward. Start practicing this stuff. You'll find that those ones where you're really reaching to the side, those feel awesome in the front stance because you can really rotate. Then you got that side stance, which is even more. You find like your backhand reverse, you're really flowing with the thing. You start going to that alternate, it's like, whoa, I really gotta move my torso in a weird way here. It's almost like you're leaning back sometimes. Now that's really rope flow like. Just practice it. And once you have a good feel for each of the different stances, practice moving between them, because everything we've done thus far has been really static. You know, we're just standing in position, learning how to make our brains do the things we want, how to make our hands move and how to keep that stick spinning. But the real joy is once you can find something and you have that basic pattern, the one we were working on a lot, well, why not try working on it while switching your feet position as you go? Try it in a side stance and try moving and try to just flow with it. And you start turning yourself different directions and it can be a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed this. As with the other sections, I do recommend making up your own patterns. If you come up with anything cool, please, and you feel like sharing, I'd love for you to make a video and post it over on the Stone Circle community page. Maybe we can expand the number of combos available. It'd be cool to have a bunch of us just creating these things and sharing them. We can each try to see who can come up with the most ridiculous combo and see who can master it. I think that'd be pretty fun. So thanks for watching this, and catch you guys next time.